Hey everyone, what do you guys reckon about the new top idea that I've got here? I've seen all these flash boats with actuators. Anyway, let us know. So I got to admit, I did something really stupid overnight. I put this and this in a bucket of acetone because I wanted because after I sandblasted these two things and the other ones, with the sand from the beach, it all oxidized and looked really bad after a while. So I put it in the acetone thinking that would make it better. It didn't, but it did make that weak as piss. So after reading all that stuff, I still did that. I'm a stupid dummy. Anyway, I've cleaned it up. I should have videoed when I took it out, but I wasn't going to show anyone because I was so embarrassed. But anyway, I cleaned it up with a wire brush. It's definitely weaker. I could like bend that now, not easily, but like it feels like I can bend it. But anyway, I'll probably have to make an aluminium plate for that now. I tried to take the nuts off these to pull these off, and they're fused on. But anyway, that's at worst. So anyway, I thought I'd just do like a little bit of a fun pressure test to see how it goes, even though that bolt and that bolt is those two are stripped. But yeah, there's some stuff next to it, but I just want to do it for fun. And I am going to run with these tanks, except I called Jotun Paints, and I asked them if High Build and Penguard, I asked if Penguard HB and Imperite is good for diesel, and they said no. I looked on the safety data sheet on the website, and Imperite's meant to be really good for chemicals, but it doesn't say which ones. So anyway, he told me what to get, which is called Tank Guard, I think. Jotun Tank Guard. I'm just trying to find anyway, so now these are on hold. At least they're in the right position. I've got the lifting point, so I can make sure before I paint all that the tanks go in and out nice. But yeah, let's do a pressure test and see what blows up. Oh yeah, I forgot to say I tapped a really shit thread into this one, and a not as shit thread into this one, just so I could blob some plugs in. And this is in KPA. And I can't even get it to move. And she's definitely leaking. Not bad, but I think it's coming from this. Leaking from here too. Whoop. Too much. Yeah, it's leaking from around here. So anyway, that's that experiment down the poo-poo. The gauge is geared too high. I had a bad cracking noise, so I put a little bit too much in it. And I've got a bad feeling I've wasted a couple of days on this for no reason. I'll end up probably doing alley tanks. I'll find out how much this tank guard is, and if it's too much, I'll go with alley tanks. I really wanted something easy, like to make all that. I need this lip to go into what I'm wanting, which isn't that difficult with an alley tank, but all that stuff takes longer. Yeah, anyway. So I haven't tested it yet, but I need to find somewhere to put it anyway, and that's the best place I could think of. That's gonna not, I don't have very much space. You can see this is my junk pile up here. Hopefully no one builds back over here. I'm gonna get done right out of the way. My air dryer. Hopefully it works. So I just thought I'd let you know I got 2 air dryers, and the air dryers are for the plasma cutter and for spraying, also for sandblasting. You don't want any water in your air in the air compressor line, and at the moment I've been getting tons, so because I've been using it so much. So I got this one, which is a real how you going, got no money air dryer. I think I've got to fix that one, but apparently the one that I put on the roof, that one's good to go, and I've tested it and it works and everything. I'm not sure how good it dries air, but anyway, I thought I'd just let you know. I got them for $500 for both of them, which probably the one up top I don't have that much faith in. And then I used to have to connect that air compressor to that line to that line if I wanted air from here. Now I've got air all the time from there, or air all the time from there, and air in the plasma cutter as well. All these little things, the workshop wasn't just done in one hit. It's taken years and years to get to this messy level. But yeah, it's that's my battery bank. That's all how you going, got no money batteries. And then yeah, that's still my storage area for the panels and stuff, except it's more like a junkyard. But yeah, I bought all of these to try and separate the water and the air. Like this one's tiny. It fills up real quick, and then it fills this one up, which has got the crystals in it. And then yeah, all of them fill up, and that's just to do inside the shed, and then that feeds from there into the plasma cutter one here, and another 2 drains there, because if you get any water in the air for your plasma cutter, you go through consumables like crazy. And I know that because That's why, because and it cuts wonky and it's crap. So that's why I got the air dryers. So especially when I'm doing the spray painting. So I just get a measurement or a couple of measurements to be even better. I insert canvas, find the file, click on where I want it. It's tiny, so this is why you need to get the scale right. So, and then change the opacity, which is over here, and make it really strong so I can see it easier. I go calibrate, and then I pick 2 points. Was 360, 360, enter. Now it's the right dimensions, so now I just draw some lines around it, and I got to add a wing. Just cleaned it up on the grinder a bit, and then that goes in like that. So that's what the finished thing will look like inside, and I've got to do a hatch here, which is going to be a pain. I should have done it before, but I didn't. Ugh, spewing. Okay, so I was going to paint under here and here, and in those two cupboard areas, and I really wanted to, but when I put the engine box down, I noticed that I stuffed this up. I should have made a curve there. Anyway, I've got to make a border around here because you don't want the water from the deck to go into the bilge. I want to have some scuffers or holes in the back of the transom, and it'll be a self-draining deck like it used to be. And I figured, like, you know, instead of unscrewing this every time I want to check out the fuel tanks, I wanted to make this one pocket, but I couldn't because I've got like a stainless beam here and a screw here. And anyway, this is fine. But yeah, I can get to this stuff easy. And yeah, the other good thing is I found, well, I didn't find the suppliers that I get all my stuff from. They've got some Altex Carber Guard. You got to put 4 layers apparently, and that can go in the fuel tank, but it takes 7 days to dry, and it's only $150 for 5 litres, and then another 40 or something for the thinners to go with it. Anyway, I thought I'd just let you know. And this is what the tanks look like when they're in here. It's a tight squeeze, but they go in. So that's why I had to do those to see. I changed that filler was there. I moved it over here, so then the bend in the hose can be not as sharp, and then the other hoses go like that. Now I've got to pull them out and start painting. So I know I've ordered a lot of paint, but why would they give it to you with no option for a tap? It's so hard to dispense. I got to put that in here, and yeah, it just makes it a mission. I waste so much. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any solutions. Well, that was a mission. So it took way longer to mix the paint because of these bastard sized tins. Yeah, it took like 30 or 40 minutes I wasted trying to stuff around getting it out nice, but that didn't work. And yeah, my mask, I can't see anything because I didn't want to change. I don't have that many of these things. I don't have that many of these films, so I'm a tight ass, so I've sprayed and I can hardly see anything. But it's just primer. It's all good. Hopefully I'm not even, I'll sand it up a little bit and then give it a top coat tomorrow. Oh, don't stand in it. Oh, we're gonna have a shower.
Yep.
Are you helping me? Are you helping me, Arnie? You're getting good at it.
I don't think you should do that, Arnie. No. That's a perfect fit though. So I know what happen if the motor has a catastrophic failure. Arnie's probably put something in the big end. I hope you haven't put anything else in there.